Hello? That seems like the wrong microphone to me. Don't know about you, chap. Bah! Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it is the right one. Weird buzzing sound. Yeah, it can't be the right microphone then, can it? Why is it not picking up my regular microphone?
Ba 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 ba. Ooh, and now my Spotify's just decided to pause. What is going on, chat? It's a whole new world. A whole new world. Da 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 da.
There we go. That should be better. That should be better. Let me know. Although I can't hear my desktop audio anymore, so that's nice. Are you getting music? Are you getting music? That's so much better. Good. That's nice. We like to hear that. We love to see that. It got worse than better. Sorry about that. Is it coming through here? No. Are you getting music? Because I'm not. But that's okay, I suppose. Let's try changing it to this. Royalty free music. Okay, cool, fine. That's all we need. Alright, fuck it. Oh, it's gone now, isn't it? There you go, you should be getting that again. Fuck it, let's just, you can have music and I won't, and just tell me if it stops. Alright, chat? How's that sound? Sound good? Good. Great. What a start. What a roaring start to the day. Can do. Okay, cool. Nice. Oh, how are we all doing? I hope well. Hope you're doing well. Uh-oh. I think it's alright, actually. I think it's okay. It's the microchip is messing with your computer. Yeah, it is, yeah. It's getting cross wires. That's what it is. It's got to be that, right? Maybe if I like lean my shoulder away from it, will that help? No, the signal's too strong. I want to find a fun new pen to do this one in, chat, to ink this. This is what we're doing, by the way, today. Chat, we're inking this Medusa piece for the old Instagram. I should have done this in the week at some point, but hey, I didn't. Let's find a nice pen with some texture. Bit of grit to it. That's nicer. That's a nice one. Bit kind of bobbly. See that? Righty. That's... oof. That might be too much, you know. Well, I don't know, actually. That could be pretty good. Let's go with this one. Man, I keep knocking this with my hat. Let's maybe move it back a bit. How are we doing then on sound and audio and stuff? Is everything working now? Or do I still have work to do, chat? Let me know. 'Cause I'll do it. I'll get her done. I'm afraid. All gravy, nice. You'll love to see it. Bum. Bum. how are you doing then, Adam? Have you got plans for the day? What's your day look like? Oh, I've been drawing this a long way. Of course I have. Incredible news. Whoa. That's a wow moment there, chap. That's a wow moment. Just sorting stuff for tomorrow's D&D. Oh yeah, I need to send you my my character, right? I'll do that after this, if you remind me. I will send you his sheet. What are you doing tonight then, if you're out? Out on the town? Oh, D&D, okay, cool. I feel like I'll be doing a lot of improv. Oh yeah? It's only for one session, right, so it should be fine. Should be Gucci. I want to have this kind of squibbly look in the blacks. I don't want it to be completely solid black. Back here. Like that. That's what we're going for. Oops. Don't have to worry about continuity. No, you don't. Exactly. You don't have to worry about on the fly inventing a story about a war between the different races of the animal kingdom, you know, and how that affects our campaign. That's not relevant for this one, unless it is. In which case, colour me excited. It needs to be smoother than that. Whoops. I might have to use a different pen for this bit. Smoother one. Let me go back to this. Ratty Inca, remember that chap. Very happy with the Animal Kingdom Z plot. It was good. That was a good one. And I love that it tied into the A plot in the end. Just brilliant, brilliant storytelling there. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for that. Ratty Inca, there we go. We're back, baby. This whole area here is going to be black, by the way. Chat. So we're just going to block out the blacks first. That's the main goal. I can talk to every animal. Yeah, you took on the challenge and you did well. You did very well, I thought. Classic Dan though, that, isn't it? I mean, come on. After so long of being the DM, he was like, right, now it's my turn to fucking screw you over. And boy, did he. Did key ever. Can't beat me in my own world. I'll out bullshit your bullshit. Man, it's so weird not having the music in my ears. Should be fun tomorrow either way. Yeah, I hope so. I'm excited. I am excited, for sure. Excited to see what sort of thing you've come up with. Is it in the same kind of vein as the other stuff, like the same sort of world? Because obviously the campaign was sort of a continuation of what you'd done before. Is it the same kind of thing as that? Was it something completely different? It's its own thing. Okay, cool. Exciting. New people and new places to explore. I quite like this pen, you know. It's kind of a rough edge, but I like that. Looks like you're kind of drawing on some coarse, thick paper, right? Real nice texture, it is, yeah. Like when all this black stuff is filled in, I think it will look good. Looks kind of weird using, like, having these lines. These look kind of crappy, but if this is all black, I think it will look quite good. Hope so, anyway. It does these kind of transitional lines really well, because it breaks up quite a lot, right, for the texture. Which is good for that. You do have to be kind of very slow and deliberate with it though to maintain control of it, because it goes out of, has a mind of its own a bit, this pen. It's a bit crazy. Warlord. How are you feeling today from the vax? Fine. My arm, like my shoulder still tweaks a bit if I pick it up like here or higher. I can feel it here. Like it does feel a little bit sore here. But other than that, I feel fine. A little bit tired, but I mean, I'm always tired, so, you know. Could be the vaccine, could be the lack of vitamins, you know. We'll see. But I don't feel like ill or fluey or anything. I don't have a headache or anything like that, so. So not too bad in the end. I guess it remains to be seen. I don't know if I haven't really heard of anyone that had FIFA that had a bad like reaction to it, or that had like side effects from it really. Apart from the arm thing, everybody seems to get. Who's had FIFA, but it's the AstraZeneca one that seems to get people feeling shitty, you know. Like my parents both had that one and they both said that they felt a bit like under the weather the next day. But I feel fine. Man, this is a really nice pen. I should use it more often. The one thing it doesn't do is long, thin lines though, to fill in these bits. Kind of have to do it with these sort of breakaway things. It looks alright, but it's not what I necessarily was thinking of. What's this? Oh, fun. Sure. So how did you find, Adam, our starving artist Bob Ross stream? What did you think, now that you've had some time to digest it? Did you enjoy it? Because chat, if you don't know, that's what we did last week. We did another Bob Ross off, but in the starving artist. I had fun, me too. I'm intrigued to see what the new game is going to be like if it adds features to the drawing tools and stuff. You would expect it to, right? It worked a lot better than I thought. It went off relatively well, like without a hitch. The only annoying thing is, for some reason in that game when I'm not in the canvas mode, like when I walk off the canvas and go and try and walk the guy around, the frame rate tanks on the stream. And I don't really know why. Because it doesn't seem to be slowing the computer down at all. Like it doesn't tank in the game or anything. The stream just just freaks out, can't handle it. But luckily, most of the time, you're in the canvas mode, right? So it doesn't really matter. Again, it doesn't really matter if I'm doing these lines kind of messy, because all of this is going to be black, right? So it's only these lines where it's going to break into the white areas where you need to be worried about making sure that they look right. The rest is just giving me a reference of where the black is. Like these bits are going to fade out, but this whole bit here is pretty much black. And all of this is. Was there a release date in that trailer for the new game? I can't remember if there was. But either way, I need to get some more runs in the first game if we're going to try and speedrun it. Need to get some runs on the board before the second game comes out and more people start playing it. Then we'll have too much competition. Not that I can remember. Yeah, I don't think it did. Man, it's quite rock and roll, this pen, isn't it? I don't know why I get that vibe from it, but I'll just do it. This needs to move, this tooth, this fag. It needs to be more like here and rotated as well, like this. Better, still not right. I did order a corner, so. Much better. That is better. I think what we'll do is, once we've done Sesame Street Fighter, which we should hopefully get done in the next few weeks, we'll do another base run of Starving Artist, just to get to establish a baseline time. And then we'll work out ways that we can get some time sync, like cut some time off of it, time save. And then we'll start putting together some runs. Get some runs on the board. And then presumably we'll have a world record, because I don't think anyone's ever speedrun that game. So, easy money. And then by the time the second game comes out, we'll have the world record in the first one. What's weird is that is unironically one of my most hyped games out of V3 this year as well. It was a bit of a shit E3, wasn't it? Which I suppose it was always going to be. Given that it wasn't really, like it's an online thing or whatever. What about the Xbox fridge? Yeah, that's good, but... I mean, it's funny, don't get me wrong. But I don't really care about Xbox, and I have a fridge. And I don't have so much, you know, I don't need room, I don't need a mini fridge. My apartment's quite small, I can just walk to my regular fridge if I need to. I feel like you should be more hyped for the fridge space. Yeah, that's true, that's true. That's true. Just as a raising awareness for fridges point of view, incredible. Great, yeah, well done. But there is a time and a place for fridge announcements, and you know, E3 just isn't one of them, is it? It just isn't. Why am I redoing this line when it's all just going to be back anyway? What do you think as a member of the Fridge Gang? And chat, what does the Fridge Gang think about the Xbox Fridge? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you think we should get one and put it in the background? Let me know. So I stole my gravy in it. Yeah, true, true. They need to at least sponsor you. I don't think they're going to sponsor me. I just don't feel like they have any reason to do so, you know? Among the many other reasons why they won't. If you shill enough, anyone can sponsor you. Yeah, true, but they have to be listening to the shill, right? There's no point shilling to no one. You get Xbox on the blower. I'll make them an offer they can't refuse, but no one from Microsoft is watching this. Although maybe they are now that I've got a chip in my shoulder. Yeah, they're in my arm listening, exactly. Exactly. Great minds, mate, that's all it is. Great minds think alike. What time are you finished with D&D tonight, by the way, Adam? I don't suppose you have time to earn some redemption for the Pan-Atlantic vans, do you? Oh, you're at almonds after. Okay, fair enough. That's fair enough. to D&D tomorrow. We can GG easy over some fools. Yeah, I'm up for that for sure. We need to come back swinging. We need to give a good account for ourselves because we didn't do that yesterday. It was a poor showing across the board. I mean, I'm the captain of the team, so I will take the responsibility. Couldn't ask any more of you lads. But it has been a bad start to the season for the Pan Vans. The finishing wasn't there yesterday. It wasn't there. I think we underestimated the competition. And it was a real humbling day for the Pan Atlantic Vans, but they'll come back, you know. You know, we know the quality we've got in that dressing room. And I think we've got a team that can make a real good go of it. Some hard work off the field, it's got to be done. Yeah, we need to do some finishing drills, yeah. We really need to put in the hours. And come back, you know, come back better and stronger. Turn up to training early, and you'll leave late. Let the Vans down, yeah, exactly. They come out week in, week out, yeah. Yeah, we have let them down. You know, we missed their support. And then when we had the chance to show them what it meant to us, we fluffed our lines and yeah, we let them down. Pan Atlantic Vans, for those of you in chat who have absolutely no idea what the fuck we're talking about, by the way, is our Rocket League team. Can't hear any sound. I don't know how you got your sound turned on. I can't hear it in my headphones either, which is weird, but apparently Adam can hear. And I've just turned my gosh darn camera off as well, which is fun, isn't it? Give me a Uno Memento. Ooh. There you go. Camera stopped. I know, it's because I knocked the table. Can you hear? Can you all hear me? Ma. I'm enjoying the RP of our Pan Vans. Yeah, it's great, isn't it? Let's go, Pan Vans. Let's go. If you want to be a member of the Pan Vans chat, you can. Just send me your Steam ID and just make sure that you always play Rocket League in a van. That's all I can ask for. Hey, maybe you can't hear me. Maybe Adam's been trolling me this whole time, and he can't hear anything. That would be a twist, wouldn't it? That'd be a twist in the tale. I could just read lips, yeah. So convincing as well. No, there definitely is sound. There definitely is sound. If you're having sound trouble, chat, it's on your end and not mine. Sorry. I can't help you. If it makes you feel any better, I'm having sound trouble as well, but it's not affecting the stream. Oh! Just as I said that, my headphones started picking up the music again. Now we're talking. I just had to trick my computer. What are we thinking so far, chat? Do we like this? Do we stick with this pen? I feel like in some of the more detailed areas I might go in with a different pen actually. It doesn't do really thin lines that well, this one. It's good for kind of the mid-tones. I like it, good. It's good for kind of these mid-sized lines here, but like in here, like this part just looks scrappy. More detailed, get a different one to clean up a bit. Yeah, I think I will. In fact, let's start with that right now. Obviously, again, these outline lines won't matter because this is all going to be black here. But let's get a pen with a really clean line. For some of these more finer parts. I can hear now. Anna sorted me out. Nice. What are we drawing today? We're drawing a medusa head. Well, we're inking it. We did the penciling the other day. And this is going on Instagram. I just had the just overwhelming desire to draw this last week. No, not last week, the week before. Because we did Starving Artist last week, didn't we? So that's what we're doing. I'm just going out over some of the detailed areas, bringing them out, and then blocking off the blacks, because basically all of this red here is going to be black. And then there's going to be like a hot pink for the face and the eyes, and the snakes are going to be like a neon greeny blue, which I don't think anyone watching this should be shocked by, to be honest. Basically the colours that I use for pretty much everything in my life. Including, you've guessed it, the Pan Atlantic Vans. Just to bring that home for you there, chat. Their home colours are blue and pink. Although they are, I must admit, kind of at the moment, falsely named the Pan-Atlantic vans. Because we named them that for when Dan moves away, right? To America. At the moment, we're more just like the Pan-English vans. But that's okay. Yeah, I think that'll look better. Again, this looks stupid because it's thick, but this is all going to be black, so you're not going to notice that soon. I feel like this snake looks way too happy. He's just having a great time down there. He needs to be meaner. Let's make him meaner. It's better. Oh, now he looks kind of weirdly sinister. Which I guess snakes are, but he looks like... I don't know. Like a greasy geezer. Don't know how I feel about having that eyeball light. I'm just thinking that you're not going to be able to see it when this is all black, but we'll work it out. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it, chat. I don't know what happened to this snake's fangs. I guess it's just retracted them. Is that a thing that snakes can do? You would think so, right? Otherwise that seems incredibly cumbersome on how they... Yeah, because otherwise how would they close their mouths, right? Surely they're like fold in and out. I don't know. This is the problem with being an artist. You have to know how literally everything in the universe works in order to accurately depict it. Or you just wing it and make something that looks approximately like it might work like that. Okay, let's go back to the other pen for the rest of this now. Oh, it's the song. There's like a shouting. There's like a guy shouting in the background of the song. I thought someone was calling me, but they aren't. Okay, that is all the snakes done now, or their heads anyway. Yeah, I think it looks better since we went in with the more controlled brush, right? Might actually do it on this tongue as well here. What do you think, chat? Does it look better? Does it look worse? What do you think? There we go. Looks better. Good. Good. This we like. Let's go for dissolve. Again, a lot of these lines aren't going to matter because all of this bit's going to be black, right? It's just about roughing out the areas where we need the light to be. Because I'm not actually sure how I'm going to do these parts, really. I might even draw a line. Because I want it to be just little bits of light in a sea of black, basically. So it might be a case of just drawing all the snakes. Or with these bits all white and just do this black and then going in with black and black and black and black and black and black until it gets to a level I like it. I think that's probably what we're going to do. And basically we're going to have to draw a lot of scales, essentially, chat, so buckle up for that. It's going to be fun. This line even existed. I don't know why it's like that. Obviously some areas like here where it's white crossing right, the line's more important, right? But hey, you can be super rough with it, really. It's looking good. That's good. Something like this. And then like all of this is black, basically. Not the snake, obviously. And all of like up here and here and here. All black. And in here. All black. BRB. Very well. I'll allow that. So where's the gap here? It's here, look. It's this little gap. Bum 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 bum. And I want to add some texture into some of these black areas. So let's do that. I'm just going to dot around a lot and then scribble it out, which will leave some lines or some dots in some areas. Like that. And obviously don't go like over this line, because then you're associating this shape with a shape out here, which you don't want to do, they're separate. And just scribble it in. And you can go sort of heavier and lighter in various areas depending on what you want. I think the face part works well. Hopefully, well, the rest of it we haven't done yet, so we've got to get transitions like this going on all these snakes, basically. Then hopefully it'll all start to look more cohesive. Bum bum ba bum. And you could just go in with like a spatter brush that would just put dots of white randomly everywhere to add some texture or whatever, but this is kind of a more controlled version of that, right? Here I might interfere with this line, because I think it might look alright with the eye. See how this area looks kind of just a bit more interesting than the areas of just flat black? Just kind of breaks it up a bit. That's what we're going for. Everywhere. All over. That's the dream. It's long and it's tedious, but I think it'll be worth it in the end. I didn't want to do that on there actually. Dun, dun, da-dum, ba-dum, da-dum. Okay, here's what I think we do with the snakes. I'm thinking on the fly here, chap. I think we go in and like transition the blacks like this, and then we draw the scales afterwards. Rather than trying to use the scales to transition the blacks, I think that's going to be too complicated and too long. And ain't nobody got time for that, quite frankly. But we're getting ahead of ourselves a bit here. Bum, 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 bum. Ah. I don't know why, but because of this jab, it hurts like my shoulder when I lift it too much, but there's something just very addictive about doing that, even though it hurts a little bit. I don't know what that says about my psyche, chat, but keep going. Is it still doing it? Yeah, it's doing it. Back, baby. Were you checking on the dog? If so, how's the dog? Oh, making a snack. Nice. What you had? What have you had? Dog's currently asleep. Okay, good for dog. Good for dog. Oh, you freaking loser. No, that's cool. I could do some oats right now. Okay, let's do some blacks now. Let's transition some of this. Oats to green tea. Oh my god. Your body is a temple. No, that is too much. It definitely needs to come back to that here. Very achy and clicky temple, yeah. How's your arm? Was it your drawing arm? No, interestingly, that when they sat me down, they were like, which arm do you want it to be? And I was like, I don't know, I guess my right one. And my logic was that I have this scar from my TB jab on my left arm, and I was thinking, well, I don't want them to have to fucking work around that. Turns out they jab you way higher in your arm than that anyway. But then she was like, are you right-handed? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, well, your arm is probably going to ache. So most people choose their offhand. So I was like, oh, I guess do the left arm then. So they did the left arm. And my arm feels fine. Like it feels completely fine until I lift it up to about here or higher. At which point my shoulder does twinge, like it is a bit sore. And like I was saying earlier, for some reason it's very addictive just making it do that. Even though it does hurt a little bit. It's quite fun. Everyone's getting in their left arm, yeah. It's because most people are right-handed, right? But it doesn't feel like numb or heavy or anything. It feels completely normal. It's just when I put it in a certain position, it hurts my shoulder a little bit. Apparently people that are like 22 and like 20 to 22 can get jabs soon as well. That's mental. That just seems so... It feels like we've just got through... Like it feels like 2 weeks ago when it was like people that were 50. It's like, oh, okay. Now basically every adult can get a jab. Good to get muscles moving. I struggled with yoga this morning. Felt to me like I'd done a tricep. Yeah, it does feel a little bit like that. He said it's not in my tris, it's in this shoulder. But it does feel a bit like when you've done a long workout and it kind of twinges when you put it in a certain position. It does feel a bit like that. But it's fine. I feel a little bit tired, but I don't think more than usual, really. You know. I haven't really had any coffee or energy drinks today, so I think that would just sort me right out and then I'd be completely normal. Yeah, I think they are. I think they are. And like when I went, it was a quick turnaround. Like there were a lot of, you would just, like I got there, right? And they were like, oh yeah, take a seat. We'll be with you in a minute. I sat down and there's like 5 or 6 other people waiting for jabs at the same time in the same room. I sat down, and about 20, 30 seconds later, my name got called before all of these people that had already been sitting there for ages. So anyway, I went and got this jab done, and then you sit around, which takes what, like a minute, and then you sit around for 15 minutes, and then you're gone. And in that time, there must have been at least 15 other people just in that one clinic getting it done at the same time as me. And I was only there for like 20, 25 minutes. So if they're doing that all day, all over the country, they must be getting through them. There must have been like 20 people, 20, 25 people actually. Now I think about it, in total. Just mental. I don't know how I feel about this shading chat. I think it's too rough. Maybe adding some halftones will help or something, I don't know. I know, I got it, don't worry. Yeah, I think adding halftones and scales will help. Halftones always help, don't they, just? Oops. I mean, I guess we'll see how I feel after my second dose, right? Maybe that'll be the kicker. But this one's been A-okay. A-okay. Having a breakup? Halftones, yeah. Fired from your job? Try some halftones. Get these sweet screen tones. And tell me your day isn't improved. Come on. Tell me about halftones then. Halftones are halftones or screen tones, or there's a couple of other terms for them. Originally come from printing, right? And like old comics are what basically made them famous in art. Because you could only print in block colors, right? You couldn't print transitions. So you could only print in, say, well, the traditional is cyan, magenta, yellow, and black, right? Those are your four colors, and they're literally, it's bright cyan, it's bright magenta, it's bright yellow, it's bright black. So to get any kind of change of color or whatever, you had to break the block color into screen tones like this. So that's all black, right? I'm only drawing with black, but when you look at it from far away, it reads as grey. Like it reads as white fading into grey. And that's not the best example there. The bigger they go, the sort of the more stylized they are, but you can make them much smaller. Like this one. Like it's super small. So it looks almost indistinguishable from a grey or a black from far away. But when viewed up close, you can see it's literally just white and black. And that's what screen tones are. And you can do, like, for example, let's open a piece that has some colour in it. Lots of different colours that transition a lot. Hang on, bear with me, chat. Okay, this'll do. This'll do. Actually, this isn't the best idea. But anyway, the point is, like, if I go into here, and I put a filter... I can't remember which one it is. Distort? Pixelate, that's it. Pixelate color halftone, and then do whatever that'll do. You see, it breaks it all into cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. Little dots. So if this were to print out on this is how a printer would print this, basically. It would separate it into these dots and print it like that. Obviously, you can go more refined than that, because that you lost a lot of the detail there. And that is just the nature of half tones. You're going to lose detail, but let's see if I can make them the max radius smaller. Yeah, see, you got a bit more detail there, right? It's just a way of creating transitions and shades without using any more color. So it's used in screen printing a lot and stuff like that. And you can clip that and rewatch it if you ever want to, if you ever need a refresher on halftones. Chat. And they're really popular right now, and they make everything just look cool and look kind of retro-y. It's one of those where it's like a lot of the coolest things in art come from having to work around a restricted medium, right? When you have to make do with what you've got, that sometimes makes the creative process a bit more compelling. Yeah, I really don't know how I feel about the shading, chat. And I've foolishly done it on the same layer as the line art. I'm hoping that scales can fix the problem. Can and will. Scales and halftones, like we say. I think part of it is that I'm not following the shape of the snakes enough, so it looks kind of flat and weird. That one looks a bit better. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing here, chat. Oh boy, it's getting hot. It's getting hot in my room, chat. I need to invest in a fan. I'll tell you what. Fans are the way forward in this weather. Sleeping in the sweltering heat. I say sweltering heat. It's not sweltering heat. It's hot enough that it can be tough to sleep. Vans are the way forward. That's true as well, obviously. But there can be multiple ways forwards. A good van will cool you down, maybe. I guess, yeah, driving with the window down and your arm leaning out of your van, burning in the sun. You know? What more can you want? As your opponent's 10-0 you in Rocket League. It's meant to rain for a few days from tomorrow. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's going to cool off. Which I suppose is nice, but... Oh, fuck off. Or it'll feel like a rainforest. It's probably going to be very humid, isn't it? You would imagine. For a couple of days. I don't know, chat. What do we think? Does it look alright so far? Definitely going to need some improvement vis-a-vis maybe some scales and some half toning. And I think when the colour's in there, it'll help a bit as well. Kind of like Space the Stars in the Black. Yeah, it's a similar sort of texturing style to when you're making space, right? You just do splats of white everywhere. I just think it breaks up a block of black quite nicely. What colours? Well, what colours do you think? clue. One of them's pink. Hot pink. Indeed. Hot pink and like a neon cyan-y greeny blue. The tried and true, I like to call it. What a combo. Okay, next step probably... Oh no, we haven't finished this step yet. Never mind, chat. Never mind. Next step is finish the step we're already on. Okay, next step probably should be scales, but I'm going to do colours first. Because I'm an absolute mad lad, chat. And I can't be stopped. Right, let's get a nice hot pink. Beautiful. Boom. Blimey. That's hot. That's real hot. You're insane. Twitch won't allow it. They won't allow it. They won't stand for it. Alright, and then let's get a nice sort of cyany, greeny, like bluey colour. This is perfection. And let's do the snakes in this colour. Ah, that's interesting. Ah, that's why. Okay. That is hot. It's way hot. It's and I don't often say this. It's probably too hot, but it's not all going to be this color. Don't worry. The eyes will be this hot. The face will be a much lighter pink in the end when all's said and done. Actually, that's part of the snakes too. That's all snaky. This is snakes. This is Snake Town. Snakes. This is a snake. A bit there, isn't there? This is Snake City. Oops. This is Snake City. This is Snaky. Snake. Nice. Don't look at this part, chat. Don't look at that. Twitch won't allow that. Twitch won't be happy with that. Right, and then the face is going to be more of a paler pink. Yeah. Something like that, kind of. Right, that's base colours. I'm not going to do shading now because we've got to do the scales next. Actually, before we do that. That's the block colours. Terrifying. Right. Where's my nicer pen? There it is. Christ, right, what does snake scales look like, chat? Oh, it's the bit I've been dreading. It's the bit you've all not been wanting to see. Drawing about 100,000 scales. You hate to see it. You absolutely do not enjoy seeing this part. But here we are. It has to happen. Snake scale. They're like rounded. Oh god. Oh god, chat. The reality of it all. It's setting in. Okay, fuck, alright. You've only gone and fucked yourself, I have. good thing is, as you transition into the blacks, you can be a bit more rough with it, right? Like that. Whoa now. Whoa, nearly. Whoa there, girl. Sorry. If you haven't played Red Dead or watched any cowboy films or anything, that probably sounded inappropriate. I was calming a horse there, chat. That's what I was doing. Alright, that's one bit down. Next. Easy, boy. Easy, boy. It just sounds so weird when there's no horse involved, doesn't it? It's my favourite accent. It's a good one. And I need a white. Am I doing this on the right layer? Of course I'm not doing it on the right layer, chat. Why would I be doing it on the right layer? Why would I do that? That would just be the correct, smart thing to do, chat. Which is, if you know anything about this channel, it's not that. Paste special, paste in place, that's shift control here, okay, cool. Right, that should now be on this layer as well. Fantastic. Chat. Always check which layer you're flipping drawing on. Don't be like me, chat. Alright, learn from my mistakes. That's why you're here. Just don't do it. You have to be better. You have to learn to be better, chat. There we go, that bit looks kind of scaly now, right? I think so. I don't know how well it's showing up on your feed, chat, but looks right scaly here. Yeah, I think when this is all scaled up, it'll look a lot better. These transitions will look a lot less rough when the scales are involved, I think. The scales are the key, chat. As long as they're gonna goddamn take me to make. On a scale from 1 to scale, how much do you enjoy drawing scales? 0. I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy it at all, chat, to be honest. But it is what it is, you know? Sometimes you gotta do stuff you don't want to do. That is quite frankly the way of the world. 0 scales out of scales, exactly. On a scale of 1 to, oh my god, please make it stop, I'm probably about scale, I would say. I mean, it's not so bad in this. Like, I'm doing it quite roughly here and it still looks alright. I'm not actually going in and going, okay, here's a scale. Now here's a scale. Now here's a scale. Because I think that would look dumb and bad. I'm kind of just making lines that sort of suggest the shape of scales and do it super light and sparse in lighter areas and then more sort of darker and closer together in the more shadowy areas, right? And then go back in with some white to add in some more sort of highlights of where the light's catching the scales a bit to break up some of these shadows a bit. And then define the shapes a bit better. And that is literally all it is for a long time now. But it could be worse, chat. I don't think I'm going to do it on the heads because it's going to be too crowded and distracted. I'm just kind of fade it out a bit here. Like this, I think, is what I'm going to do. Yeah, fuck it, that'll do. It kind of goes into what I was saying earlier about, like, to be an artist and, like, recreate everything super accurately, you kind of have to know how everything in the world and, like, in all of existence works. But if you can just get a kind of a close approximation of what it sort of looks like, I don't have to specifically know what pattern what snake this is and what kind of scale pattern that snake has. I could if I wanted to for real immersion. But you still know this is a snake, right? Even if you can't work out what the scale pattern is or whether that's correct to that snake or whether this head shape is even a real snake's head shape, which it is a bit too cartoony, right? So it probably isn't. As long as it reads as what you want it to read as, you're okay. You can't be expected to be a walking encyclopedia of the universe. And if you want to be that, Just use reference instead. Just use Google, which is a Encyclopedia of the Universe. Starting to look a bit more like what I was thinking of when I came up with this idea, chat. Nothing's ever going to look exactly right, and this certainly isn't that, but it's close enough to the vision that I had in my brain hole. Bum 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 bum. This bit next. What do we think, chat? Do the scales work? Do they look like snakes? Are you fooled into thinking I have an encyclopedic knowledge of snakes? Looks like snakes. That's the aim. What are you, some kind of snake boy? What types of snakes are these? I'm glad you asked. It's Snake Man to you. They're the Ligma snakes. They're Ligma Ligma type snakes. Yeah. Doggo has risen. Nice. The dog is with us once more. As mortals. Oh. Ba-ba-bum. What if purple? Chat. What if? Oh, it won't work because all the white will get turned to purple as well, won't it? So that won't work. We'll have to change the... We'll worry about that later. Or maybe we won't. Oh, why does it keep doing that? It's so annoying. Chat, if anyone knows why it keeps changing screen mode, I think it's because I'm pinching, but then I try and pinch. No, I don't know what I'm doing accidentally, but it drives me up the gosh darn wall. And not in a good way. we're getting there. Getting towards the end of this scaly nightmare, chat. There's light at the end of the scaly tunnel. A time wherein perhaps we don't have to draw a million scales anymore. That would be nice, wouldn't it? That's the dream. It's the dream we all strive for. And quite frankly, I plan to live it. I'm going to do some more of those white lines in after I've done this as well. And then, chat, we might have to call it a day on this one. I don't know how much longer I can sit here directly in the heat of my open window. The sun just glaring at me, beckoning me to go outside. You know, chat? It's one of those. I'm also incredibly goddamn warm, so, you know, I need to get out there. Need to get out there and absorb some vitamin D into my skin and flesh. Chat. Is that how that works? Presumably that's how that works, right? How do you get vitamins out of the sun? Like a plant, I assume you absorb them through the skin, but... I'm unsure on the specifics, to be honest with you. Ugh. We're on the penultimate snake now, chat. We're getting there. Officially. It's happening. I just feel like I'm getting lazier and lazier with these scales. Just one more to go. Until we have to shade them all in, obviously, then we're going to have to do some more scale work. I need to stop knocking my desk like that. Okay. think that's the scales done. I think that's the scales done, chat. What do we think? Creepy and crawly enough? Well, not really crawly enough, but slithery, right? Just gonna refine some of these edges a bit. There we go, that looks better. Right, I think we're going to call it there, chat. I think that's going to do us. Actually, let's see if we can... Let's hang on. Hang on. Hold the phone. Hold that gosh darn phone. One moment. Let's do a quick bit of half toning. Just to help sell some of these transitional areas. It's a whole lot of work there. It's a lot. It's a lot of scales. It's so many goddamn scales. Obviously some of this is kind of subtle and hidden in the scale work, right? And you don't want to take too much away from that. Why? No, go away. So I paused my music. It has. What are the fucking... Come on, that's rude. It's just rude. See, so you can use these halftones to kind of create shade, right? With just one colour. Obviously we are also going to shade these in with different, with a slightly darker green and a slightly darker pink or whatever, but for now that'll do. Okay. Okay, we are going to call it there now, chat. That'll do us for today. That's it. I will do the rest of this in my own time, but basically it's just going to be adding a darker shade for each of the colours. And maybe a light one. But I can't sit here in this heat and not be outside any longer, chat. So I'm going to go. But hey, thanks for watching. We made quite a lot of progress today. When we started today, we were here. This was where we were at. Memories, right? And now we've got some line work done. We've done 1,000,000 scales. We've done some halftones. And we've added a bit of colour. It looks quite nice without the colour as well, actually. Man, the eyes really pop when they're white, don't they? Anyway, listen. I'm going to love you and leave you there, chat. Thanks for watching. What do you think? Do you like it? Do you think it was worthwhile? It will be on Instagram at some point soon. I don't know when. Hopefully before next week, because next week we're going to do some Sesame Street Fighter. So I hope to see you all there. If you aren't already following, chat, then please do follow. I should say as well that in between streams, Lucinda Livingston followed. So big shout out to them. Forgot to do that at the start of the stream, but hey, we all make mistakes. Yeah, follow to join the Fridge Gang. It'll tell you when we're streaming next, but generally it's every Wednesday at 2. Maybe sometimes some other times. You know, it is what it is. And if you sub, you get access to the wah emote, and then you can spread the wah. And I do encourage you all to spread the word and spread the wah about the channel. Just all over Twitch. Just spread it as far and wide as you can. All right, cool. And I'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching, everybody. Wah, 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 wah. Exactly. Spread the wah. Spread the word. Spread the wah. Stay chill, Fridge Gang. See you next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye. Bye. Bye now, bye.